14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Jones.
Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped at the 42. Hook up a 15 yards there.
And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Jones throwing on 1st down.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. You talk about this Bengals defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And that flag accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by David Long. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now Burrow on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Burrow will throw.
Going right back to Fant.
7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 of the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones.
And that one complete to Hodgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
Hyatt has got it.
Touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
22 yards there, a 1st down. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And the Giant, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here we go, here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Burrow looking to pass.
He will find his man Chase complete.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Here we go. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 58's the money. 58's the money. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. Touchdown Bengals. Noah Fan from 10 yards out.
And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
That's caught at the 1. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Half jumbo, half jumbo. New York jumbo X, New York jumbo X. Check down caper, down caper, down caper, down caper.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 24, Jones. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
In motion, Slayton. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson, pushing his way through. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Jones now on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
But I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Off play action. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Michael Pittman
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Outright caught by Chosen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals on a roll now. It's another first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now it's Burrow.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And Burrow going to throw again.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. It's not that often you see a 2-point try from that distance. And, of course, it's not that often that it's successful, and it wasn't there.
And who added all this thinking to the game, right? Because now you get so much extra to consider. The penalty happens. Do you go for 2 from that spot now after the penalty? Or do you say we're going to kick it, which means they have to administer the penalty from the 20,
you would have been pushed
from the 15.
back further. Yep.
Now you're back further. Can you make that one? It's a lot of extra stuff on what used to be a routine play.
They go play action here on first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they'll accept that penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
A handoff, Barkley running left. There he goes, left side.
Saquon Barkley.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley
with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2.
45, 45, 45. Here we go. Detroit Johnson.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
Then here the defense wins. The Bengals drive about to get going.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it.
And it's second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On third down, Mixon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals get a bit closer.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Burrow on play action.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Fighting through pressure. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away.
Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Jones to throw on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
A handoff, running left, Mixon.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's got his man. It's Hyatt.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Second down, goal to go. To throw is Jones.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones.
He dumps it off to Barkley.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. This is 1st and 10.
Big 13. Go.
Throwing, Burrow. Gets this to Fant.
Shedding through the defense. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they had, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Burrow.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force the incompletion there.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Burrow.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A final shot now for Burrow. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.